Jesus condemned whoever set aside the least of God's commands. Does that mean that all 613 Old Testament commandments are still in force, like circumcision, Sabbaths, and sacrifices? Let's examine salt, light, and the law in Matthew 5. What are Christ's disciples? You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It's then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. Disciples are salt. Ancients defined salt as probably a mixture of gypsum and what we call salt today. This mingling could lose its saltiness. Salt preserves and adds taste. Do we? What else are disciples? You are the light of the world. A city that's set on a hill cannot be hidden. Disciples are light. What does that mean? Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. May we hide our light? What about closed or isolated communities? What must be seen? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Jesus taught us to do good works. Protestants, Orthodox, and Catholics alike believe that we don't do good works in order to be saved, but because we're saved. Do-nothing Christianity is incomplete and weak. Faith without works is dead. We let our light shine by our good deeds. Is the law abolished? Don't think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I didn't come to destroy, but to fulfill. Jesus endorsed the law and the prophets for Christians, the entire Old Testament. He didn't do away with it, but fulfilled it. How? Let's find out. How long will the law exist as a document? For assuredly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. There are more ancient copies of the Bible than any other book. It's the most reliable set of documents in ancient history. Jesus claims that no part of it's missing, not the smallest letter. He endorses every part of the Old Testament, even those parts that liberals don't like and legalists ignore. The Bible is the most well-preserved document in all history. We have only 7 early manuscripts from Pliny, 7 from Plato, 8 from Herodotus, 20 from Tacitus, 643 from Homer, but well over 17,000 Old Testament manuscripts and 24,000 New Testament. What about all 613 Old Testament commandments? Whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Why choose only parts of the Bible we like? Jesus endorsed the entire Old Testament. Did he teach us to be more righteous than a law-keeping Pharisee? How? For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you'll by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. Deuteronomy expounds the 10 Commandments. However, the letter of the law kills, and there's a righteousness by faith that's superior to the righteousness of the law. Was Jesus concerned with even more rigid keeping of the letter of the law, or a higher righteousness in the spirit of the law? Let's begin to find out as we learn about things like circumcision of the heart, rest in Jesus, not a day, being a living sacrifice, and love fulfilling the whole law. The letter of the law can never be righteous enough. There are too many loopholes. The written letter of the law was good, but only a shadow of things to come. So we learn from Jesus and the apostles about the intent or spirit of the law to bring us to a living faith and a love which fulfills the law, all of it. You decide.